Can I see them? Or can I see the screen?
Nope. Working on it.
Yo, yo, yo! What's up, guys? Here, let's flip this thing around so I can see myself.
Hey.
There we
Welcome
go.
to the 90s.
Yep, you guys voted. We have provided. This is my 90s hairdo. You can see the split. The only problem is my hair's not long enough. So Bella says I look like Dwight Schrute.
For the record, in the 90s, Graham had this hairdo. His hair was longer. I should have brought a picture.
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah, it was a perfect like McDonald arches, and it came down to here. It was great. Also, I'm rocking the flannel. It is here. It just doesn't fit around my huge belly. Here it is, flannel. Yeah.
That's about as 90s as we get. Oh wait, outside of my Powerline t-shirt from the Disney movie. I'm sure you could see that. You love that. Go watch the Disney movie. If you haven't seen it,
The Disney movie.
what's it called? The Goofy movie.
The Goofy movie.
Oh, the Disney movie, that might be something else. I don't know what that is.
was my favorite movie for years, for the record.
Yep. All right. Well, we got some stuff to do tonight. We, first of all, want to give away some free pizza.
I love pizza.
I love pizza too. This is how we've started every single Youth Night Live with some free pizza. All you have to do, if you're watching on YouTube right now, all you have to do is comment your name and your favorite type of pizza.
For the record, I would like to know what kind of pizza you would be ordering.
I'm always a huge fan of Hawaiian. I don't know why, but it just seems that's like my go-to. What about you?
I think I'd do the margarita pizza.
We're talking about West Side here. West Side doesn't have margarita
okay.
pizza.
Okay, well, yes, they do, but...
No.
Okay, then sausage and pineapple.
All right. That would be good. All right, so put your name, put your favorite type of pizza in there. We're going to talk about a couple things, and then we are kind of shuffling up those names, and we're going to pick a winner for our pizza. Also, while Tito scrambles around plugging in cables or doing whatever else he's doing. So let's give him a couple announcements before we choose who's getting pizza tonight.
Okay.
I think we only have one, and it's yours.
We just want to give a little shout out to all the groups right now that are doing Zoom meetings. So we have, obviously, Rendezvous Live, the thing that we're doing right now. And then on the off Sunday, so next week we won't have a Rendezvous Live. I know it's sad, and you miss us those weeks. It's really hard for us. We just cry most Sunday nights without you guys. But
No, we Netflix. We basically just binge Netflix. So
so anyways, hopefully our small groups are still meeting and they're doing a Zoom meeting. So last Sunday night, I met with my small group and they all stood me up. It was terrible.
a winner over there. We got a special guest in the studio today. We've called in Whitworth student Mario Gonzalez to help us out a little bit. Mario, you've been managing the entries for the pizza. What? All right, looks like our winner.
No way.
Looks like our winner is Ellie Roethlisberger.
What?
Ellie, we're gonna order you a Meat Lovers pizza, and
Meat
we're gonna
Lovers.
get it sent to 122 Orchard View Drive, because for some reason I have your address memorized.
That's awesome.
Maybe it's because your parents were on U staff for 10 years.
That's real creepy. I'm so sorry, Ellie.
yeah,
and
so
you just
Ellie.
said that video.
Oh. Yeah, Ellie, lock your doors tonight, because definitely somebody's coming to
Sorry, guys.
either take your pizza or kill you. I don't know. One of the two.
I'm pretty sure that Kaylin's watching with Ellie. Shout out to Kaylin. What?
Yep, Kaylin, you're gonna die too. So,
Oh my gosh, we can't say those things on video.
sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. All right. We're gonna order you a pizza, Ellie. Maybe share it with your sister. Maybe don't. Congratulations. That should be coming by, I don't know, the end of the night or whatever. And give us a shout out on social media when that happens, because we would love to drool over that pizza picture.
Yes, please.
And now let's go into something that
Also-
we always do.
Guys, this is heavier than I thought it was going to be. First of all, I went to Lakeview today, which is always a good day. And I'm going to get up nice and close here. They spelled my name. Can you even see that on there? This is my bucket for our fries. And they spelled out my name Caila, and my last name is not N, it's M, but this is what they gave me. So we went with it. We ate all the fries. And we emptied the fry bucket, and we put Starburst candy. Yes, Starburst. So many of them in here. There's 6 pounds of Starburst in this fry bucket. Lakeview size fry bucket. We want to know how many Starbursts are sitting in here. So please comment with what you think, the number of Starburst candies you think are in this bucket. There are a lot.
There's like, what'd you say, 6 pounds?
6 pounds.
6 pounds of Starburst. Now listen, we're not going to give these away right away. You have all night to comment, and we're going to make sure who's closest. Please just put one guess in there. Luke Simmons. Don't guess 10,000 times because it makes it harder for us. But throughout the night, we'll bring it up a few times, and we'll let you guys choose. Is this our new monitor?
Yep.
Perfect.
Guys, we're changing things on the fly. This is good. This is good. So make sure you leave your number that you think at the very end. We'll remind you once in the middle. At the very end, though, we'll get to find out how many pieces of Starburst candy there are, and we'll go through it together at the end. And then somebody will deliver this whole fry bucket full of candy to your house. It's gonna be great.
6 pounds of Starburst. I'm going to deliver 6 pounds of Starburst, but you can't get it if you don't guess. All right? That's the only way to do it. All right. What else? We're kind of going to need this screen to move on to the next part.
Oh, look, those are our kids. They're so cute. While we're doing this, I think I should just say it's pretty great to be surrounded by people that know what they're doing. And when things fail at the last minute, someone else can figure it out.
Someone else can. Also, you're going to want to have your phone ready because there's, I think, 1 or 2 times tonight that you have to call in to be able to play a game. And if you are the person who gets to play, you win a prize. All right? So you want to have your phone ready. You're probably watching this on your phone because that's.
Let me
probably
give you the phone number actually that you'll need just in advance. Okay,
Yeah.
The phone number is, for future reference to the games we'll be playing, is 509-860-4836. 509-860-4836. So just plug that into your phone so you're ready to roll with the different questions and things we have to ask you shortly.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Tito, let's zoom in on this thing just a little bit more. Let's get that shot just a little bit because we're gonna go to these videos. Here's what's really cool is we talked with some of our youth staff and they just said, man, we just miss meeting with our kids. So we asked a couple of them to record a couple videos and just give a shout out to the kids that they hang out with, just to kind of, I don't know, see their faces again. So So are we cool to go to those videos right now?
In 12 seconds. You know what's weird is for our youth staff, we've been doing this for, I don't know, how many years have you been?
12.
12 years. So there's some youth staff members that have been doing, like, hanging out with kids on Sunday nights for 12 years. It's just weird to not be doing that for us.
Weird.
We miss
First
you guys.
time, first time in 12 years we haven't been able to meet and hang out. So we'll let this next person introduce himself, but here you go. No, what are you doing? Do you have it on here now? Oh. All right, our boy Matt Smith. He hangs out with freshmen and sophomores. If you want to see Matt, you can go to the cheese shop. He's still working. Apparently, cutting cheese is an essential job in our society. So if you want to see Matt, go to the cheese shop. Matt, thanks for hanging out with our freshman, sophomore boys. Matt is probably the newest addition to our youth staff. And on the opposite end is someone who's been doing youth ministry for longer than we have. Somebody who's been doing it here in the Valley, has been hanging out with kids absolutely longer than we have. I'll let her introduce herself, but here you go. Here's our next one. May is a gem. If you don't know May, your life could be better. Just know that. Your life could be better if you knew May. Am I right?
My life personally is better. She's actually in my personal small group that I do on a regular basis, and my life is much better.
And May is my life coach. So that's why my life is better. But you know what? This kind of got me thinking that we should probably check in with some of the other youth staff.
We've been talking a lot about youth stuff, so I think it makes sense for us to spend some time. So we've devised, we're not fancy enough to have a giant wheel.
No,
to flick and have it spin around. But we decided to create a way for us to check in on our youth staff and see how they're doing during the quarantine.
So we developed some software with some friends of ours who are smarter, where we can actually hack into the phones of some of our youth staff members. Now, we know you could probably use this for evil things. We're not going to do that. So we just, kind of checked in with some of them, or we can use our software to check in with some of them and just see how are they doing in quarantine. Because we know, we can't be with them, but at least we can check in on them. And then know, maybe what they need or how they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good to me.
Quarantine's a hard time, and you need to make sure that you're checking in on your people, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and we can't just go knock on their door, so we're going to use this software. Let's bring up that software. So here it is. So here's our youth staff members that we could check in on. The problem is we can't really choose. It's kind of a random thing. We're still working the bugs out on this software before we roll it out publicly. So let's roll one.
Jake!
Oh, Jake. Jake, our buddy Jake Robinson. Now, Jake lives way out in the middle of nowhere, so there's no way you could even ever check up on him, even if you weren't in quarantine. But let's use our software. Let's hack into Jake's phone and let's see how he's doing in quarantine. Oh, he's playing a game.
I love Monopoly. Who's he playing against?
Maybe the other people went to the bathroom or something.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
This is taking a turn.
I think he's playing by himself.
Hold on. He's playing by himself. He's talking to himself. Oh no.
That's not good. That's not good. I don't think quarantine's been good to him.
Okay, we need to block let's give him some privacy to work through
Yeah,
this.
but maybe we'll check back up on him in a little bit.
Definitely gonna check back in.
That kind of worries me a little bit.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
All right. Okay, let's see what else.
I'm glad we're doing this though.
I am too.
Okay.
We might need to call the police or something.
Okay.
All right, let's roll it again. Let's see who we can check in on.
Trista, my girl.
Trista, everybody's friend Trista. Who knows what Trista's up to? She's so talented at everything. Let's look in and see what Trista's got up to.
There she is.
What is?
Oh.
Looking around the corner there.
What are we doing? Trista, workout maybe. A little workout
Oh yeah, she's
video?
working out.
Stretch.
Everybody's doing it.
Oh no, we're doing. Oh.
That's not a workout.
She's doing a TikTok dance.
I think that's a TikTok dance.
That's what's happening. Yeah, Trista! Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, she's doing better than Jake is. That's for sure.
She's holding it together. Look at that.
Yeah. You know, that's a good.
Entertaining herself.
Staying healthy, staying current.
That's awesome.
Kind of makes me feel like we should check up on Jake.
Yeah.
Let's see what Jake's up to.
There's no one else in the room right now.
He hasn't shaved in weeks. I don't know. I'm worried about that guy.
Okay, we'll do one more video, maybe check up again.
Yeah, we'll keep checking up on Jake. Don't worry, fam. We'll check him out. All right, who do we got next?
Donnie.
Oh, Donnie.
I miss Donnie. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean,
Okay.
she's... Oh. Looks like at least she's getting out.
No, but this isn't her front yard.
That is her front yard.
What is that?
I think that's a bobber. For fishing?
Is she fishing in her front yard? Oh, okay. Oh, Donnie. There's no fish in that stream, girl.
Oh, man. Well, at least she's staying active, I guess.
I mean, technically, we're not supposed to be fishing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone told her that fishing's not allowed in Washington State.
It's not allowed.
So, well. Hey, she's doing better than Jake. That's for darn
yeah, back
sure.
to Jake. Back to Jake.
Yeah,
sure.
let's go back to Jake. Let's
Okay.
see how he's doing.
You cheater. You get that every time.
Uh-oh.
He's fighting it with himself now. That's what's happening.
How by Pennsylvania?
Well, he's sharpening his math skills.
Yeah, that's something.
Oh gosh. Okay. Do we have anybody else?
Yeah. We got one more. I think we got one more on there. Bella? 1 second.
So do people have to be like logged into the system, or is it just we can check in on them whenever we want?
I actually don't know. My nerd friends came up with this application, and so I don't actually know how it works.
All right.
It might be able to hack my phone for all I know. All right, let's...
There's no.
Tyler. Oh, here's Tyler. Where's he at?
He's eating chips.
Oh yeah. Pipes are still broken.
The pipes are still broken, he says.
Don't worry, I'm a plumber though. I'll fix it.
Don't worry, I'm a plumber though. I'll fix it. Oh my gosh. I heard Beth in the background just yelling at him. You've been down there for a while. Peace and quiet, he says. Okay.
What a great idea. Tyler just became the smartest person I know.
Hey, you're not going to go home and work on any pipes. That's
Hey.
not going to happen at our house.
I'm going to need Tyler's help. He's a plumber.
He's obviously not plumbing. He's eating chips.
I don't care. That sounds fantastic right now.
For the record, there's no place... I would not want to eat chips in my crawl space under my house. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, oh well. Maybe check in on Jake one more
Okay,
time?
if things have not gotten better for Jake, we're going to need to call
We're
somebody.
going to need to call. I agree.
Okay, let's go back and see what's going on. Dang it, Jake!
See? You think I cheated? You would have landed on my own if I cheated.
And he's fighting with himself again. This is not good.
Yeah, hey, Jake, we're going to send somebody out, just to check up on you, buddy.
Hold on.
Nothing.
Bella, do you have Jake's wife's number? could you maybe give her a call? I think that if she's there, she needs to go. She needs to make sure everything's okay.
You mean go like check in on him, or
Yeah.
like take the kids and leave?
One or the other. She's got to make some decisions right now. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
If this is happening to you at home, please call us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you need some help. You know what though? We did something kind of different. Speaking of videos, we asked parents to scare their kids. So we asked some of you moms and dads, if you guys are watching, to send us some videos, and we got 2.
I've been looking forward to this all week.
I've been enjoying these videos all week because both of these are great. So listen, we are going to show you these 2 videos, and then we have a panel of judges who are voting, and mom and dad, you are the ones who win. All right? The kids get nothing but scared, okay? All the prizes go to mom and dad, and we've got a very special gift for them. So you ready to watch the first one?
I'm absolutely ready.
All right, let's watch this first one. Oh, that's the worst.
Did he yell shark?
He yelled shark. It had the Jaws music behind it.
That was awesome.
That was, oh my gosh. Getting scared when you're sleeping in the car, that's the worst.
I think that sums up my entire youth group experience when I was in middle school and high school, sitting in the back of the church van, getting the brakes slammed on and flying forward.
And everybody screaming, yes. We'd like to publicly thank Kyle Plouffe for making it so that Kayla and I can never sleep in the car ever again.
I don't think he's ever slept in the car while I've driven.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was pretty good. Again, I feel for Tate in that one because I do not. I don't
Wait,
like
who
that.
is this?
It's Tate Sandoval.
Oh, I didn't even recognize
Look at that
him.
look on his face. It just,
Yeah, he's happy.
Dad, what'd you just do to me?
Okay. You said there's another one?
There's another one. Let's watch the second one.
All right. Hold on. Can we watch it again?
Show that again.
Mommy! She says mommy!
I love that she falls between the wall and the toilet.
Oh, I could watch that on repeat all day long. That's funny.
We might have to. All right, our judges are going to judge those 2 out of 10,000 points.
For the record, I just want to make sure we weren't having sound on some of our videos a little bit ago, but just in case you couldn't hear, she falls to the ground and she says, "Mommy!" Just so I feel like that's an important piece of that video.
It's an important piece of the video.
That's awesome.
All right, our judges have conferred, and they have given the win to Jenna and her mommy. So, nice job, love. Listen, Jenna, you get nothing, all right? But a little trip to the bathroom floor, okay? Ruth, however, we've got a gift for you.
Yeah, what does she get?
Ruth, we've got a $10 Walmart gift card for you.
There it is.
Because we know it's like the only place open, guaranteed until 8:30. By the way, so
no. Let's be clear. You have to be out of the store by 8:30. They won't let you in
That's
past
true.
8:15.
That's
So
true.
just be aware.
Yep. So Ruth, we've got you a $10 gift card, but we're not going to stop there. Okay, listen, we have something more valuable.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. We have something more valuable than a Walmart gift card.
No.
Yes. This might be worth thousands of dollars depending upon the situation. Ruth, here we've got
Shut up.
12 rolls of Scott
There it is.
toilet paper. 1,000 sheets per roll. So next time Jenna falls down, she'll fall down right into this soft Scott toilet paper.
Woo!
So Ruth, congratulations. We're going to deliver you your Walmart gift card and your toilet paper this week. Thanks for sending those videos. And if you're a parent and you're watching, you're saying, man, I should have done that. It's not too late. In 2 weeks, we have another Youth Night Live. It's our last one. We're going to show some more scared videos. So send those in the next 2 weeks to therendezvous@gmail.com. and you could win, Mom and Dad, you could win something else. So get those in.
I really like that you give stuff away. Specifically, that toilet paper was a great idea. But in the spirit of giving things away, I'm hoping that we can just give things away for really no good reason and have people call me on my cell phone.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So listen, we are looking for the 7th caller. Okay?
509-860-4836.
So, you're going to call this number, and the 7th caller gets to play our game. Okay? So, you can only win if you're the 7th caller. You can call multiple times in a row, as Decker did last time. I think he called 14 times in a row to be the 7th caller. So, we are looking for the 7th caller.
First one. Hang up. Sorry,
All right.
Sorry.
7th caller gets to play this game. It's the only way that you can win. And we know there's kind of a little bit of a delay.
Second one.
Second one.
Hang up.
Nope.
Sorry.
We got 2.
Third one.
Keep calling.
Hang up.
So, fourth one?
Oh, that's so fast. They hung up on themselves.
Yeah, that one hung up.
Hang up.
Fifth?
Okay. Oh, sixth. I think that was sixth. That was sixth.
I don't think
okay.
that one counted. That one didn't count. No.
Okay, this one's a hang up?
Yep, hang up.
Okay.
Next one wins. Next one wins.
Oh,
there it is.
oh.
Answer.
Okay, here we go. Oh, they hung up on themselves.
That was weird.
Oh, they called again that fast. They keep hanging up on themselves. Okay, here goes. Oh. Hello?
Hold on, put it on speakerphone.
Hold on. People are calling and hanging up on themselves. This is not working.
Maybe it's your terrible phone. Answer that one.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Hello? Hello? Hey, hold on. I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Just a second.
Do you know how to do that?
And then accept. Hold and accept. No, decline. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Here we go.
Put it down here by the speaker.
Who are we speaking to?
It's Decker again.
Decker!
It's me and my sister Dominique watching We Won.
You dirty rat. Nobody's going to like you anymore because you keep winning this game.
Decker won
Yeah,
2 things
We're
at our last
super
show.
good.
But listen, hey, that's what you get for being like one of our 4 like patrons, okay? Like you deserve to win. Okay, Decker, we're going to play a game. And here's the thing. Just like last time, you know the deal. Someone else is going to play for you. Okay?
Okay.
But this week you don't have to have that semi-loser Tito play for you if you don't want him to, okay?
Questions first, right?
Yes, hold on.
Okay.
You could bring back Tito, who won for you last time, all right? Or you could bring in the current Whitworth student and maybe best looking Hispanic in the room, Mario Gonzalez. It's your choice.
I'll bring Mario.
That's a great choice. All right. I'm going to hold this phone. Kayla's going to get up and switch places with Mario, and we're going to bring Mario in. But, Decker, last time we asked you, what are you watching on Netflix or Hulu, Disney Plus? Has that changed at all?
No, has not.
No? So you're still going through the Disney princess movies?
Yep.
Okay, good. This is our friend Mario, if you're watching live. Mario is a freshman at Whitworth University, the greatest Christian university in west of the Mississippi, also east of the Mississippi. Mario's going to play a game for us called What's Behind the Mask? All right, Mario? Okay. So on this screen, we're going to put somebody up here wearing a mask. And then we're going to give you a couple options of what's behind the mask. Now listen, there's 5 questions.
Okay.
You have to get 3 of them right for Decker to win a prize. Okay?
Let's go.
Okay. Let's
All
go.
right. Okay, so let's show the first one here. This is Chris Pratt, okay? What is the status of Chris Pratt's mouth? Is it closed? Is it open? Or is it open with his tongue out?
I gotta say it's closed.
Mario says A, closed. All right, let's see. Oh, he gets it right. All right, great job, Mario. Decker, you've got 1 down. You only need 2 more to go.
Here we go.
All right, what do we got next? Here's Lady Gaga. Is she A, puckering, B, gasping, or C, smirking?
That's a gasp.
That's a gasp?
B.
Okay, he says B, it's a gasp. What's the answer? Oh, she's puckering. Should have known. That's all right. We're 1 for 2. We only need 2 more. All right, what's the next one? All right, Jennifer Lawrence. What is her mouth doing behind this mask? Is it closed? Is it open? Or is it open with tongue out?
It's open.
It's open. Mario says B, open. Answer is... Oh, it's open with tongue out. All right.
I'm so bad.
Decker, maybe you made the wrong decision, buddy. Hey, that's okay. As long as he gets the next 2 right, you still win. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Mario. This little kid. How many teeth are missing? 1, 2, or 4? It's an obvious answer. It's not obvious at all.
I gotta go with 2.
He says 2. The real answer is 2. He got it. You're still alive, Decker. You're still alive. Okay, last one. When we pull off the mask, what will you find in this dog's mouth? A biscuit, a bird, or a pacifier? This is for a $10 Walmart card so that Decker can buy more Pokemon cards. Okay?
Yes.
Is it a biscuit, a bird, or a pacifier in this dog's mouth?
I feel like biscuit.
He says biscuit. The real answer is a pacifier. Oh, I'm sorry, Decker. Oh.
Dang it.
We were close.
All
I
right.
was gonna
Well,
go with pacifier.
people won't hate you as much for winning all these prizes now, but all right, Decker, thanks for playing, buddy. Maybe next time. I'm sorry. I don't have anything else to
I'll
say.
be the 7th caller next time, too.
All right, I'm rooting for you. All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. Oh. Well, that was interesting. Here's your phone back.
Can we, real quickly though, I feel like we need to take a poll in the room. What's the most interesting thing that you have seen on Netflix, Hulu, or Disney Plus? Graham? Anybody have anything interesting? Tito, Mario, Bella?
Look, we just finished Kim's Convenience. I'm still saying you gotta watch Kim's Convenience.
It was good.
Give it 4 episodes though. Let the characters develop a little bit. And if you grew up with a Korean next door neighbor like I did, it's extra funny.
It was-
Okay?
That was good.
Extra funny.
Anybody? Anything?
Black
You?
Mirror. That
Oh.
too.
Bella says Black Mirror.
And you?
And
Called
you?
And
You. No, it's called
No, just
you.
you.
It's
Mario says you. I wouldn't
creepy.
trust him. He didn't win that last game.
Black Mirror is really weird also, like, first episode.
These are both creepy. Are they appropriate?
No, man, I don't want to watch creepy. And
Neither one are appropriate, and
Oh,
both are creepy.
never mind.
So let's just fast forward. through this
Tito, what have you been watching?
I restarted New Girl.
Tito's been watching Dora the Explorer. So he's been going back there, reliving his childhood, wearing his backpack, carrying his map around.
Aw, it's a
That
good
is
one.
appropriate.
Didn't just a new movie of Dora Explorer come out?
I don't know. Tito, is that true?
Yeah,
Yes,
real one.
that is-
Yeah, Tito went to the opening
Like
night.
the real girl. Like
He
you know how they
camped
made
out.
a new, like a real Aladdin. They think they made a real.
Hey,
Dora
let
the
us
Explorer.
know what you guys are watching. We need, Kayla and I especially, we need something new to watch. We've finished like 3 different things at the same time. So let us know what you're watching.
We watched a weird movie last night.
Yeah. What was that called? In the middle? No. In the end? No.
I don't know. It was number 6 on the movie recommendations.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was like based in Washington, but it was about a fake town in Washington?
It was a
Called-
fake.
Oh,
Called-
Home Before Dark.
No.
Oh.
It's called like, the town was Squahamish.
Hamish. Squahamish.
Yeah, it's not a real, I looked
And
it up.
they
but
called it Squahelish in the.
Yeah.
Home Before
Video.
Dark's really good.
It wasn't good. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't worth your time. All right. Hey, about the candy again. Let's remind our friends.
Oh, guys, the candy! Oh, I need help lifting it. That's how much is in here. In the Kayla spelt wrong bucket from Lakeview today, we have this huge thing full of Starburst. There are pinks in here. Okay, how many do you think there are? I feel like I want to give a hint. I don't know how much people have been saying,
I have no idea.
but it's under 1,000.
Under 1,000. It's more than 10. Okay.
More than 10, under 1,000. So I don't know if that helps you. And for the record, there were more, but Bella ate one. She said it was from the back, so it didn't count.
It didn't count.
So I don't know.
Apparently.
Okay, so make sure you put your votes on there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. We need to go. We need to go to a new little game called the cereal taste test.
The cereal taste
Now,
test.
last time we had our friends Bella and Tito taste some different kinds of Pop-Tarts. We discovered that they have Fruit Loop Pop-Tarts.
Not
and,
good.
Well, the first bite is fantastic. The second bite sucks. All right, so
or don't get that.
our kids won't even eat those. That's how bad they are.
False. Riot
Yeah.
will eat them. No, True will eat them. Riot will only eat the milkshake ones.
Yeah. So
We still have tons left over, so come over to the
we're
house.
gonna bring Bella and Tito up, and we are going to give them a taste test of some different cereals that we have found. Now, these are all cereals that you can buy at Walmart right now, and we are gonna let them try to guess what they are, and then we're also gonna see what they think because they both have such experienced palates. So come on in. Welcome to the stage, Bella and Tito. We have Tito. Don't eat that. So here is our first.
It's already wrong, so I mean.
Here is our first cereal. You don't have to eat all of them. Sorry, there's no milk. Viewers at home, I will show you what it looks like.
This is blueberry honeycomb crisp.
It definitely smells like blueberry.
He was too confident.
So
He's a connoisseur.
I grew up on cereal. We talked about this.
I'm going with what he said. I don't know what
Tito
this
says
is.
blueberry honeycomb. He's not 100% accurate. You got the blueberry.
Is it like off-brand honeycomb?
No. These are brand name cereals.
I don't know this one. I like it though.
I'm gonna be upset when I figure out what this is. I am.
All right, what do you guys think, Bella?
Blueberry something.
Blueberry. It does look like that honeycomb cereal,
Yeah,
though.
it
You're
does.
right. But you're almost right. You ready?
Yes.
It is
Eggo
Eggo waffle.
What?
Blueberry was right. It is
That's a
blueberry
thing?
waffle cereal. Eggos.
It does look like
Is it good?
It
Like, could you eat a
does.
bowl of that?
Yeah. Yeah. I did not know Eggos made cereal.
I don't know that they do.
like on
I don't know what they do.
Eggo.
So, here is our next one.
Ooh,
I'd eat it.
it smells very sweet.
Here's
Wow.
what it looks like to the viewers at home.
It's like Jolly Rancher.
It's like a little green guy.
Jolly Rancher.
It is Jolly Rancher. I don't like it.
Yep.
You guys both say Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty quick.
We're experienced.
Let's see here.
We'll see about that.
You guys are absolutely right. Jolly Rancher cereal.
It's not bad.
Not meant
It's-
to be in a cereal, bro.
No, you don't like it?
No.
How
Bella?
many?
It's like the Fruit Loops. Like you can take a few bites.
I'd give it two
But
and a
not
half
like-
stars.
2.5 stars.
2.5.
Why do you keep eating it then?
I haven't had
It's
dinner.
just straight sugar.
Okay, and here is our last one. Now this
Yes.
one is a weird texture.
What?
This is a weird texture. That's all I'm saying. For cereal.
Oh, wow.
Why'd you throw them on the floor? Here's what they
My
look
bad.
like.
Oh my gosh, they feel weird too.
They
I
do.
told you they're a weird texture.
Describe the texture.
Weird, not cereal.
It's like it almost feels.
It's almost coconutty though.
It is a little coconutty. It almost feels like they're wet,
I like that.
Yeah.
but they're not wet.
Oh.
They do taste a little coconutty.
Mm.
I think the shape is peculiar.
It tastes like the
Peculiar.
marshmallows and the what's it called?
Oh wow.
What's that cereal?
Tito, what do you think? You have the most refined palate in the room.
I know what it is.
You do.
It's got a little vanilla to it.
Mm-hmm.
Little vanilla. Look at you.
And coconut.
Is it pina colada?
It's not pina colada. Bella, do you have a guess?
No. No.
It's like
Yeah.
it like dissolves a little bit. in
It
your
does.
mouth.
It does. It like. It tastes cool to me.
It is
Like
the
cool.
weirdest texture of cereal I've ever experienced. All right, here's the real answer. It is Twinkie cereal.
Ew.
So gross. It is
That's
not
why I
good.
didn't like it. That is why I did not like it.
So do these perish? Are they?
Perishable?
Are they
I
perishable?
would, unlike Twinkie, I have no idea.
Is there a Best Buy date on the box?
Okay, which one was
I'd give it a 3.5.
Yeah.
3.5. Tito, what was your favorite one out of the three?
Probably, if I would have had breakfast, the blueberry Eggos.
There goes Bella.
Same.
Same. All right.
They taste natural. The other ones just don't taste good at all. Who puts Twinkie in a cereal?
Or Jolly Ranchers.
No. I value your opinion, but you're wrong.
It's a good snack, not a good cereal, okay?
All right. Hey, we want to say thank you to Bella and Tito and their refined palates.
I'm gonna keep doing this if they
And
keep
spilling
feeding us,
everywhere.
Bella.
That was great.
Yes.
I know.
Hey, we want to know which one of those do you guys want to try? If you want it bad enough, I'll give you one of these boxes. But which of those do you want to try? Or what kind of weird cereal have you eaten?
Do they have to choose out of these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cereal?
In the world? Like
mean,
out of all cereals?
yeah.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Hands down, my favorite cereal. I could fill up like a salad bowl of that and a gallon of milk and eat it.
That sounds good.
Easily. You?
I've never had those. I
Then-
think
well, you know what? You haven't lived, okay?
it just really. I mean, you gotta go fruit or chocolate, then you gotta decide which one you want, which direction we're going. Okay, and then if you're gonna go chocolatey, then I'm gonna say Cocoa Puffs. Cause then the milk is all chocolatey. You know, like when you just at the end you drink it, and
I'd
it's
rather
just
go Fruity Pebbles if you're going to go chocolate because they just have a weird texture
Fruity
that I like.
Pebbles. You mean Cocoa Pebbles?
Cocoa Pebbles, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
Yeah.
just like the texture.
But they get soggy at the end. It's a problem.
That's true.
They do. You got
This really is a long conversation. We'll have to come back to this.
Yeah, we're going to bring this up. All right, let's play one more game.
Oh, we have got another game.
Yes, we're going to play a little list battle.
Oh yeah, the list battle.
So this is how this works, is we're going to put a category up here, and we are going to battle you guys. Kayla hasn't even seen these categories. I have hardly seen them. And what we're going to do is whatever the category is, we're going to give an answer to that category. We're going to start the list. And then you guys are going to comment on YouTube, and you guys are going to continue the list. So then you'll say something, and our friends here in the studio audience will shout them out to us. Kayla and I will say something else.
It's us
And then-
versus them.
Yeah,
right?
it's us versus the world. All right, so anybody watching, the entire world could be watching right now, and we're gonna battle against the world.
So if you ever
okay?
played the game like King of, hopefully you guys have more answers and can go longer than Graham and I can. You can't. We're obviously gonna win.
Yep.
So sorry, but the goal is that you guys are gonna list your answers and that you'll have more answers than us. So
Yep. So I'm ready.
yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So our first category is things that have been canceled. By the way, these are all quarantine themed.
Okay,
So these
all
are
right.
things that have been canceled. And because we're older and Kayla's pregnant, we're going to go first.
Well, and for the record, you can't just say everything.
Yeah,
they have to be
Lord.
specific answers, or it doesn't count. Okay. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I want you to start.
Okay. Prom.
Prom. We knew you guys were saying it. And some of you guys are excited about it. I said it a couple weeks ago. You couldn't get a date anyway, so now you're excited. Some of you were disappointed, though. All right, what are you guys going to say in response to that? We got an answer yet?
Walmart parking lot at 8.
Oh, Walmart parking lot
The Walmart parking lot at 8. Is that where people
has
hang
been
out?
canceled.
That's where people hang out?
That's where Marty Roethlisberger hangs out.
That's
Oh.
funny. Okay, that's been canceled. People can't do that anymore. Kick you out. Okay. All right.
All
Graham,
right.
what else has been canceled?
Weddings. Weddings.
Yes.
We have been talking with couples. Their weddings are canceled or postponed. What else? What do you guys got?
Back to the people. Anything.
Come on, people.
8th grade trips.
8th grade trips.
Oh, 8th grade trip.
Sad.
That
Okay.
one is a little
Okay.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say graduation. It
Graduation.
has been canceled. I mean, well, they'll probably try to figure something out, but it's
It's not going to be the same. All right, what do you guys got?
Sports.
Sports. Yep, spring sports. That sucks for
Mm-hmm.
those kids who don't get to do spring sports. I was going to say Mariners games, but that would fall in line with sports. Although more people show up to watch local sports than the Mariners right now. So
Well,
Yeah.
So,
So
what else?
instead, I'm gonna say family trips.
Family trips. We
Yeah.
have had a few of those canceled.
Yes, we've had
Sad
a few
day.
of those.
Sad day. Okay.
What do you guys got?
Indoor skydiving.
Indoor skydiving.
Indoor
has been
skydiving is canceled. That's not an essential job. This is news
That's
to me.
ridiculous.
This is news to me.
Oh, I'm like blanking. What has been canceled? Date nights.
Date nights.
You can't go on a date. You can't go. You can't leave the house. You can't
All right.
go.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
Tito says he had so many date nights lined up until this quarantine. Man, girls were swiping right like crazy until this quarantine, and then it's just gone dead. All right, I'll let that one slide. But all right, what do the people say? What do they got?
Eating at restaurants.
Eating at restaurants. That has been canceled. You are absolutely right. You know what else has been canceled? I better come up with one quick because I sounded like I knew what I was
Yeah,
going to
you
say.
did. You rubbed it in my face. What has been canceled, Graham Anthony?
I don't know.
Buzzer.
All right, I guess we lost that round. We'll win the next round. All right.
I was gonna say shopping.
No, more people are shopping now. It's just on Amazon.
Like store shopping.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next category.
All right.
What's our next category? We'll win this round.
I feel like I wasn't ready. Now we're ready. Okay. Ooh,
All
snack
right,
food.
snack foods.
All right.
Snack foods.
I don't know if you know, but I'm pregnant. I'm like queen of this category right
Connoisseur.
now.
Where do you think that Twinkie cereal came
Oh,
from?
that stuff was gross. Don't try that at home.
All right, first snack food. One of the greatest snack foods of all time.
Okay.
Doritos.
Doritos.
Doritos are one of the greatest chips.
Yeah.
Especially Cooler Ranch. There's
Yeah.
nothing like them.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
could not agree anymore.
You guys got your snack foods. What do you think? What are some snack foods? We're going to beat you this round. I got a good feeling. We're snackers.
What's sugaries?
Someone said sugaries? Sugaries.
Sugaries. I don't even know what that is. That sounds made up.
I don't know.
What else do we
Blueberry
have?
Eggo cereal.
Blueberry Eggo
egg
cereal. Good answer. That is a snack food.
That is a snack food. That
All
is
right,
a
one of
snack
my
food.
favorites right now is the peanut butter stuffed pretzels.
It's my turn.
You should have said this. Peanut butter stuffed pretzels from Costco. Those are so good.
Yeah.
Those are
good.
so good. All right, internet, what do you guys think?
Nutella.
Nutella. Ooh.
Oh, just a spoonful of
Just a
Nutella?
spoonful of Nutella makes the medicine go down, I guess. I don't know.
Who knew?
I've never really been I'm not anti-Nutella, but I haven't gotten onto the craze yet. All right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
not my
it's
thing.
your turn now.
Well, in light of the cereal, Twinkies.
Twinkies. Any of those like Hostess, Little Debbie products.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the oatmeal not raisins, the oatmeal cream. Yes.
Out of all of them,
Oh.
that's what you're gonna choose is the oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah, because they're amazing.
Alright.
$1.
I was gonna go like ho hos or ding dongs or something like that. All right.
All right, what do you guys got?
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Oh, all day. Yeah.
And there's so
popcorn.
much you can do with it.
Yeah.
Popcorn is so great.
Okay, what do you got?
One of my favorites. This is gonna sound healthy, but I'm not healthy. Is like mixed nuts, stuff like that. Like I love almonds, or especially like wasabi almonds. Oh, those are so good.
Those are so good.
But they're like $10,000 for like a little cup of them.
Yeah.
So
We don't get those very often.
no.
Okay, internet.
Boiled eggs.
Boiled eggs.
I mean, people eat those. For a snack? Okay, for a
All
snack.
right,
We got a
Who's
nod from
watching?
the judges.
That's the same guy that's playing Monopoly by himself.
yeah.
That's
Jake. Oh, Jake Robinson. Oh, he's out there
Wait!
boiling. He's boiling eggs and
He must be
playing
done
Monopoly.
playing Monopoly.
No, I guess he won
He's safe.
or lost.
So we must have got. Did we get a hold of his wife? Everything's okay. He's good.
Poor
okay. Jake, good to know. Good to know.
All right, is my turn or your turn?
I'm not sure. I was gonna say trail mix. Trail mix.
Trail mix, solid.
People eat trail mix at home and on trails.
Yep. Two
So-
places. What else does the
Two.
internet have?
Ben and Jerry's Coffee Toffee Crunch Ice Cream.
Oh,
Ben and Jerry's
ice cream.
toffee coffee crunch.
That sounds so good right now.
I want to fire back with Ben and Jerry's
Half baked is the best of the Ben and Jerry's. But That also sounds fantastic. So really, any kind of ice cream product is
snack food,
probably
Graham?
out of the way. See, I already said some kind of chip. You know what? I'm gonna say crackers, but specifically chicken and a biscuit. All right, chicken and a biscuit are the greatest crackers ever.
My grandpa had those everywhere in his house.
Ever.
Okay, all right.
All right, internet. What do you say?
Cheetos.
Cheetos. I was going there next. Kayla and I have a ongoing debate in our household. If we do end up splitting up, this would be the reason because she likes.
Crunchy. Why would you ever buy the Air Puffy
They're
Puff
so good.
Cheetos? You get crunchy. That's the way it's meant to be.
And I don't like eating Trolls' toes, so I prefer to have Puffs because they're airy. You can get them in there. There's nothing else like them. Oh my gosh,
Crunchy Cheetos all day.
Nope.
All day.
We're having a debate in the studio right now. The original?
Was it the puppies?
No, it's a
I
crunchy. The crunchy was the original. You stick with the original.
I actually
You
don't know the
stay-
answer to that.
It was crunchy.
Okay, I will search it up right now.
The internet will look it
We-
up. All right, it's your guys' turn. What do you guys think? Snack
Internet.
foods?
Foot.
Fruit
By the foot.
That's a solid answer.
Quick fire back with Gushers.
Gushers. That is also fantastic. Okay, any of those like gummy little candies, they're
Off
out.
the list. Okay.
They're out. All right, your guys' turn. What do you?
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its. Solid cracker choice. Which I'll fire back with an even better cheddar cracker, which is Goldfish.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Snack that smiles.
Pepperidge Farm Goldfish. That
Okay.
is the brand
Internet?
Chicken and a biscuit with a fake cheese in a can.
I already said chicken and a biscuit.
With fake cheese in a can.
With
I
fake
love
cheese
fake
in a can.
cheese in a can, but I already said chicken and a biscuit.
Hold on, Mario. What did you say?
Pickles.
Pickles.
Pickles. Is that Jake again? What's going on here?
Pickle and egg.
Pickles. Okay,
No.
people eat pickles.
I guess people eat pickles.
Okay, what do you got next?
Well, I said goldfish last time, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
technically it would be your turn.
Um,
However,
I would say like apples and peanut butter. We do that all the time at our house.
I don't
Take
know. I
apple
feel like
and
we're getting way too healthy here. It's almost making my stomach turn.
Peanut butter's really not that good for you.
Pickle. Yeah. Well. All right. Whatever. All right. Internet. What do you guys say?
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower
okay.
seeds.
Can't
That's
do
a
that
good
one.
choice.
Oh, fire
Oh.
back with corn nuts.
Corn nuts. That's exactly what I was
Yes!
thinking.
I used to eat corn nuts all the
Exactly
time
what
as a
I was
kid.
thinking.
Corn nuts.
Corn nuts are like.
This is the most excited I've been about corn nuts in a long
Oh
time.
my gosh, that's like the go-to road trip.
Okay,
Uh,
internet. What do you have?
Spoonful of peanut butter.
Spoonful of peanut butter.
Spoonful.
We already said peanut butter.
We did say
Keep it
peanut
moving.
butter. Yeah, you got to give another one.
That's a great one.
We're gonna win this category.
Fig Newton.
Fig Newtons.
What is my grandma playing?
No, it's my dad.
Yeah.
It's my dad.
Fig Newtons? Oh my
Those are
gosh.
bomb.
I'm not saying they're
Hold
bad.
on.
I'm
You
just.
said chicken and a biscuit. Give them Fig Newtons.
I'll give you Fig Newtons. My.
Okay.
goodness.
Come on, next.
Fig Newtons.
Come back.
All right, I'm saying Rice Krispie treats.
Oh.
Granola bars.
Granola bars.
bars.
Okay. All right. Candy bars.
Yep. Candy bars. That's solid.
Sardines.
Sardines.
No.
That's Jake.
No one on this earth eats sardines as a snack.
Jake has a weird diet. That's all I gotta say.
Nobody.
No.
Nobody eats. Would you eat a sardine for a snack?
Oh, I would, because I'm weird like Jake. But
Would anyone in this room eat sardines for a snack?
Never had a
Depending on how
sardine.
hungry I am.
What are the odds?
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Fine. Sardines.
all right, I say Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets.
Does that count as a snack food?
That's a lunch.
All right, then pizza bites. Is that what they are?
Okay. Like
Pizza
pizza
rolls.
Pizza
rolls.
rolls, yeah.
Okay.
Or bagel bites. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Brownies.
Brownies. Oh. Okay. We're getting out of like junk food. What? Like if now we're at like home baked goods.
Yeah, we're kind of.
I'm gonna say. Oh, I'm running out. Do you have anything?
No, we can't lose. Come on.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Granola bars.
No, they said granola bars.
Oh, sorry.
All right, we'll give it to him. We'll give it to him. You win. You win.
Sorry.
All right. Well, listen. We don't even need to play the next round. We need to actually move on. We got to get into some other stuff.
I'm
but
kind of hungry.
I'm hungry too.
You want some cereal?
So.
Twinkie one?
All right. Here's what we're gonna do now. We need to.
We have a bucket of candy to give away. People, it's time. It's time. The magic number. Here it is, people. I really want to make sure that everyone's excited.
All right, Mario. Let me
That
see
number
the.
is.
Hold on.
Can I say the number?
Hold on. Who do we got as a winner here? No, he doesn't need to win. He's.
The number is. I'm gonna say it out loud. Graham Anthony, are you ready?
Yep.
Ooh, -1. We lost a yellow.
He can win. I like him.
The number is 576.
576.
It's heavy. It really actually is heavy.
Our closest guess of the night was to none other than your brother,
Oh.
Tyler Allen. Hiding out underneath his house in the crawl space. Now he'll be eating Starburst. So, Tyler, maybe the best day
Since
ever
it's
for
my
you.
brother, I'm gonna go ahead and eat one.
There you go. There you go.
Payback for all of those things that you did as a younger brother.
There you go.
I'm eating a pink one too. There it is.
All right. Wow. Well. Okay. So, Kayla and I want to do something a little different. We did this a couple weeks ago, and it went really well. Actually, we actually kind of had to cut it off. It went so well. So, in lieu of doing a regular youth group talk like we did last week, learning how to pray, we're going to go back to what we did 2 weeks ago, and we're going to play a little Ask Me Anything. So we're going to put Kayla's number on the screen right here. It is 860-4836. And you can text in your questions. And specifically about religion, about God, about Jesus. And I'm just going to try to answer as best I can. I definitely don't know all the answers for sure. But we want to kind of enlighten you guys and we're going to talk about what you want to talk about. So go ahead and text in your questions. Again, if it could specifically be about religion or Christianity, that'd be great. But, if you're having trouble with the misses, I'll give you some advice on that as well.
This quarantine time really is a good time to dive into religion, figure out how you feel about God, how does religion, how does Jesus, how does God, affect your life. So, anyways, any of those questions that have come up for you over the last few years or whatever, send us a text, and we're ready to answer them.
Yeah.
This is the serious portion, I guess, of the night, but...
And we'll talk for 15 minutes. It won't take much more of your time.
It looks like our first question is, where does the Bible get most of its prophecies from?
Where does the Bible get most of its prophecies from? So let's break down let's talk about what is a prophecy, first of all, for those of us who are not Bible nerds. So many times throughout the Bible, but it's not just specifically about Judaism or Christianity. We see this actually in other religions as well, is you will have somebody who is known as a prophet, or you will have somebody who gives a prophecy. And a prophecy can be two different things, really. Most of the time, we think of a prophecy as somebody foretelling the future. So they say, hey, here's what's going to happen in your life, almost like a fortune teller. Here's what's going to happen in your life, or here's what's going to happen in the life of this country or this city or people group, something like that. And that's what most people think of prophecy. And if we read the Old Testament, where we see most of the prophecy, that's actually very little of what we see in the Old Testament. More of what we see is the lesser known side of prophecy, which is just reminding people what God has already told them. So a lot of times these guys who are known as prophets, and in the Old Testament they're all men, we don't know why that is exactly, they actually, most of them don't foretell the future. They remind their nation, which is Israel, of what God had already told them. So most of the time it goes something like this. It's like the people, the Israeli people or Jewish people are not acting the way that they should be. Maybe they're worshiping other gods.
Okay.
Maybe they have they've been doing things that they were told not to do, specifically like marrying with other religions or practicing things that other religions do. and a prophet who always ends up being a really weird guy. If you read about him, they usually look weird, they dress weird, they do weird things. I'm not just making that up. They just really do. And a lot of times it's because their actions or their looks represent what they're trying to portray. It represents their message. So they will just remind Israel as a nation, either by doing this in public or by going to talk to the king, say, hey, if you continue down this path, bad things are going to happen. And that's usually where prophecy comes from. Now, however, what the Israeli people didn't realize at the time is a lot of what prophets were saying were actually talking about this Messiah, a savior, that was going to show up later on. Jesus. They didn't know it was going to be Jesus. They just called it a Messiah, which is a savior. And so they would throw in these little parts into their public speaking that would let people know about this Messiah. And if you want to read these, there are 3 major prophets. They're all in the Old Testament, and we call them major prophets because their books are bigger than the other ones. They didn't have anything more important to say. They were just bigger. It's not a very good example.
No.
And then the other ones after that are called minor prophets. And again, it's just because their books are small. Some of them are only like 2 pages.
So who are the 3 majors?
The majors are Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah.
Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I probably can't name all the minors off the top of my head. They all have weird names, though. It's always somebody's name, and it's weird. You know, it's like Joel is. That's not hard to pronounce. That's not a weird name. Like Habakkuk. They're just weird.
I like how you say.
Yeah,
They've got weird names, like Joel.
Like Joel.
We actually have another really good question.
Okay.
The next question we have is, how do you keep your faith and belief in God with everything going on around us right now? And I mean, that's a great question. For the record, I think we talked about this a little bit at church this morning. Mm-hmm. Kind of, right?
Yeah, so if you didn't watch this morning at church, I recommend it. The preacher was better looking than normal.
It was him. He spoke this morning.
And we talked about the idea of bad things happening to good people. And we did talk about how the idea that the world is full of bad things. And we will have bad things happen in our life. And God never says otherwise. In fact, he says, get ready, because life is hard. Mm-hmm. So we talked about that a little bit this morning, and so we find that when we get into difficult situations, whether it's a time where everybody's in a challenging spot like now, or maybe it's just a personal thing, like you lost somebody you love and it doesn't really affect everybody else, but it did affect you. We find that people kind of go 2 ways. That some people realize, or some people come to the conclusion that if bad things are happening to me, then there must not be a God who can take care of things. So they throw God out the window and say, I'm just going to leave it alone. But then we see other people who get into situations like that, or into situations like we are right now, and say, wow, the world is full of bad things. I need some help here. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be able to get through this on my own. I remember listening to a Christian and an atheist. An atheist is somebody who believes that there's no God, there's nothing supernatural out there. Debate when I was in college, and the atheist said Christianity is just a crutch. It's just something you lean on to make yourself feel better. It's this imaginary friend you talk to when you're sad. And there's a little bit of inside of me that was offended, but there was also a little bit that said, oh, that's kind of true. Like, life is hard. And when I go through hard stuff, it's so great to be able to talk to somebody about it. It's so great to feel like somebody is on your team. Mm-hmm. And it's so great to know that in the end, God's going to take care of all this stuff. That's what he also says in the Bible. It says, life is hard, get ready for it. But in the end, I'm going to come back and I'm going to take care of all this. So
I think, too, like, as somebody who has gone through hard times and difficult situations, you feel like super out of control. I talked to my sister about this today, actually. You feel out of control, and we as humans like to feel like we're in control. And I think that the more you go through life, the more you realize you are completely out of control. You can't control life. You can't control situations. The only thing you can really control is your reaction to that. And I think having God, having Jesus as a companion to walk through those situations, every single time I go through a hard situation and I lean or use God as a crutch, I feel like my relationship with God just gets that much closer, and I see the good in the situations more than any other time. For example, like this quarantine time, there's lots of people that are so heartbroken because they've lost family. There is obviously tons of super tragic things happening in the world because of this virus, but there's also a lot of beauty. Not a lot of people talking about the beauty that's coming from this because it's such a hard situation. But just for me personally, I'm spending an ungodly amount of time with my children at home. And I have grown to know them on a much deeper level, on a much more intimate level. One of my kids going into this, I was super struggling with, and on a daily basis, like, why, God, would you give this to me kind of thought process. And because I've spent so much time with that kid, I think I'm finding myself thanking God for the position he's put me in. So I don't want to say it's all a mindset, because I think God is real, and there's lots of other things, other ways to show that. But there's also been, there's just been a lot of good that has come, and there usually is a lot of good that comes from really, really bad stuff. So that would be my answer, or my take to that. But
Yeah. I think that there's stuff that we can only learn in challenging times.
Yeah.
That we can't learn when life is good and perfect. And we see examples of that throughout the Bible, where people come out on the other side better, healthier, smarter, more wise, closer to God.
Yeah.
We have another question?
we do. We have a couple more questions. Please text a couple more questions if you have some. But our next question is, what are your guys' favorite verses?
Oh, like verses in the Bible. This is kind of weird. One of my favorite all-time verses is Luke 1:37, which is, "For nothing is impossible with God." And for me, the reason why I've always loved that verse is because it's the first verse I ever highlighted in my Bible. So there's a reason why it's in the very first chapter of Luke, because I hadn't got very
Just
far.
started it?
Yep, it's really one of the first times I ever started reading the Bible. It's the first verse I ever highlighted, and I memorized it, and I still know it today. And if you got to memorize a verse, that's not a bad one to know. Another one of mine is Philippians 3:9, which says, "For I consider everything a loss compared to the surpassing greatness of knowing Christ Jesus my Lord." Or actually, like, if you translate it a little more clearly, it says, "I consider everything garbage compared to my relationship with God." And I like that verse because it makes me feel like that's where I should be. It's probably not where I am.
Yeah.
But where I look at the most expensive and awesome things in my life and say, no, that's actually trash. That's literal trash
So I'm
compared to
trash
how
in
great
comparison.
compared to my relationship with God, according to the Apostle Paul.
That's okay.
What about you?
I'm so not a detail person, so I'm sure I'm going to mess this up. But my favorite verse is from high school. I went on this like leadership retreat kind of thing, and listened to some awesome speakers. And there was these two guys. Oh man, I don't even remember what it was called exactly, but they referred to this as the duct tape verse, and it's one of my favorites. I believe it's First Corinthians 1:17 or First Colossians 1:17. 1 Corinthians 1:17, and it says, "Through Christ all things holds together," or "all things hold together through Christ." I don't know which one.
There's only one Colossians, so
Okay,
I'm
so I think
assuming
it's Corinthians then.
if it's a first book, then
Yeah,
it's correct.
I'm pretty sure it's 1 Corinthians 1:17. Okay, so anyways, through Christ, all things hold together. And I honestly, on a pretty daily, weekly basis, I kind of, I pull that out. And it's crazy because that's been since I was like 14 or 15 years old, that they called it the duct tape verse. Like, it's the one thing in your toolkit that you use over and over and over again all the time. And it's duct tape, and it's that thing that like it holds things together. You use it all the time. You need it. It's tape. I don't know. People use tape all the time. And for me, it's just a good reminder that, life is crazy. You get quarantined. You have 3 kids. Life just unravels. And you can pull out duct tape, and you can pull out God, and you can say, okay, all right, I have you. Like, I feel out of control in this situation, but I have Christ. I feel out of control being stuck at home, but I have God. And so for me, yeah, through Christ, all things hold together.
Yep.
Is my summation of that verse. So that was mine. We've got one more.
All right.
The last one that we have here is, where is the best place in the Bible to start reading? New Testament, Old Testament, any specific books?
This is such a great question because the problem or one of the challenges with the Bible is you go to pick it up and you go to read it like it's any other book, but it's not any other book. It's a 66 different, and we call them books, 66 different books that are put together, but the reality is they're not even all books. Some of them are poetry, some of them are stories, some of them are prophecy like we talked about beforehand. Some of them are history, some of them are genealogy. There's some are letters. There's all these different what's the word I'm looking for? Different categories.
Different types of reading.
Yeah, and so
inside the Bible.
You don't even know if you don't know anything about the Bible, which we all started there at one point. I did. Was you don't know where to start or what to do. So if you've never read the Bible, this is such a I don't know who asked this question, but you're a genius for asking this. If you've never read the Bible, we recommend that you read one of the 4 Gospels first. The Gospels, or witness, is the story of Jesus. There's 4 different accounts of it. They're all a little different than each other, but there's crossover in all of them. So those are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They're the first 4 books in the New Testament. So if you just go to your table of contents and find the New Testament, or just look for Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, you can read any of those and be golden. All right. And then you'll learn kind of the basic stories of Jesus, some that maybe you've heard of, maybe you haven't.
I always like to clarify when people ask this question, they say, why am I, everyone says, why? Just start here, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. It's not because we're hiding different parts of the Bible or don't ever read these parts. But a lot of the rest of the Bible, it really helps to have that foundation piece, the beginning of the story, so that you can understand all of the other intricate parts, intricate stories, and understand the rest of it better. So if you start there, and they're really not super long, so you could read through all 4 of them. I'm not a reader, but you can read through all 4 of those and have a good foundation of okay, what is Christianity, or what is the story of Jesus Christ, and have that, and then you can go to some other awesome books. I love Romans. There's lots of other really good places to read, but if you're going to start.
Yeah, I recommend, again, it'll give you the base story of Jesus. Jesus is the center of the entire Bible. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. If you've read one of those, then I recommend reading the book of Acts. The book of Acts is the history of the early church. So the same guy who wrote Luke also wrote Acts. So read one of those and then go to Acts, and it will tell you about how the beginning of the church got started. And those are 2 great things to read. Almost everything else in the New Testament is going to be a letter that's written by Paul for a church. Outside of Hebrews and Revelations, there's James, but most of them are going to be these letters. Now, if you want to start in the Old Testament, and I used to tell high schoolers, don't even go to the Old Testament, but I'm kind of pushing back on myself a little bit there. The best places to start in the Old Testament is, I think, Genesis and Deuteronomy. Those 2 books are full of a ton of history. And a lot of the stories, if you grew up as a Christian going to a kids program, you heard a lot of these stories, but you didn't know where they were. Almost all of them are in Genesis and in Deuteronomy. So I recommend reading those, and then you'll get to these books like Numbers and Leviticus, and you need to not touch those books because they are
boring and confusing.
Yes, they're very, very challenging to read. Outside of those things, what's really cool that you can add is if you want to go to the book of Psalms, which is poetry, you could read 1 psalm every day. Some people do that. Or if you want to go to the book of Proverbs, which is wisdom, some people will read a few proverb verses and then 1 psalm. And then they'll read whatever they've been reading that day. Or if you're like, Graham, this is way too confusing, then download the Bible app. Find a plan that you think, it's all free. Find a plan that you think is pretty cool.
This is what small group is doing right now.
And just start reading.
Yeah.
But it's like anything. Think of it like this. you didn't know, like let's say you play Fortnite every single night. The first time you played Fortnite, you had no idea what you were doing. You didn't know how to build a vertical wall versus a ramp. You didn't know what one gun did versus the other one. You didn't know. You had to start playing to kind of get a foundation knowledge, and now you just hone noobs every night because you're stuck in quarantine, right? But the Bible's the same way. If you have to start, you have to get a foundation, and it takes some time and it takes some investment, which I know are not words that you are excited to hear, but that's just the truth. And as somebody who's like went to school for this stuff and had to put in a lot of time, like the Bible has endless awesome stuff to teach us.
And I guess to go back to our small groups, accidentally, for me, myself, reading is fine, but I get bored and I don't fully understand it until I have a time that I get to process that with other people. I'm an external communicator, an external processor, and having, like, once I read something, having somebody that I can then, like, kind of regurgitate that to and talk about it with, that helps me so much. So I can read through the easy books and still have so many questions and not have a great, like, grasp of it until I've talked about it with somebody else. So find somebody, ask somebody questions, ask them if they'd be willing to do a plan with you on the Bible app. It's I still do that. I'm an adult, and I still do that with my small group, and I don't know what I would do without them. So yeah, that would be my biggest recommendation when it comes to reading the Bible.
Those are great questions. You guys are always full of great questions. If you do come with more questions, you can just message us, and I'll just send you a message back. I think you never know everything. You never do. So please keep asking questions. Other than that, we want to say, hey, thanks for tuning in tonight. We're going to be back with this in 2 weeks. That'll be our last one. So I think the date on that is like the 17th, maybe, off the top of my head.
2 weeks from today? Yeah, sure. I don't know. I can look it up real quick.
No, it should be. Today's the 3rd. So we'll be back here 6 o'clock.
Yep.
On the 17th. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and we got some prizes to deliver this week. Other than that, peace out.
We love you.